Hello everyone! On this occasion, we from Group 4 will present about understanding sentence patterns. Before it, first introduce the members of Group 4. There are Salsa, Wilda, Mahdiyah, and Wike, Audy, Vivian. Without any further ado, let's get started. Sentences are categorized according to the number and types of clauses they contain. The name of the four types of sentences are simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. You need to be familiar with these sentence patterns for a number of reasons. 1. Variety. Varying your sentence patterns creates interest and avoids monotony. Repeating a sentence pattern endlessly will bore even your most interested reader. 2. Emphasis. You can use these sentence patterns to emphasize the ideas that you think are more important than others. 3. Grammar. A knowledge of the basic sentence patterns of English will help you avoid the major sentence structure error discussed in Section 3. Being able to recognize and use these sentence patterns will help you control your writing and to express your ideas more effectively. A sentence that contains only one main clause and no other clauses is called a simple sentence. However, a simple sentence is not necessarily an uncomplicated or short sentence because, in addition to its one main clause, it may contain a variety of verbs and modifiers. The basic pattern for the simple sentence is subject, verb, SV. This pattern may vary in several ways. Subject verb SV. The plane flew over the stadium. Verb subject VS. Over the stadium flew the plane. Subject verb SSV. The plane and the helicopter flew over the stadium. Subject verb SVV. The plane flew over the stadium and turned north. Subject verb SSVV. The plane and the helicopter flew V over the stadium and turned north. A simple sentence can be brief, it rains, or it can be rather long, enriched by the taunting of the boys. The huge gorilla leaped from this enclosure and chased them up a hill and down a pathway to the exit gates. Simply put, a compound sentence contains two or more main clauses but no subordinate clauses. The basic pattern of the clauses may be expressed as subject, verb, or subject, verb, SV. The main clauses are always joined in one of three ways. Two main clauses may be joined by a comma, and one of the 7 coordinating conjunctions, and, or, nor, but, for, so, yet. Two main clauses may be joined by a semicolon. Two main clauses may be joined by a semicolon and a transitional word of phrase. Such transitional words of phrases are followed by a comma.
Below is a list of the most commonly used transitional words and phrases. Do not confuse these words or phrases with coordinating conjunctions or subordinating conjunctions. First, accordingly, also, besides, consequently, finally, further, furthermore, hence, however, instead, meanwhile, moreover, namely, nevertheless, next, nonetheless, otherwise, similarly, still, then, therefore, thus, undoubtedly, for instance, for example, on the other hand, that is. Complex sentence. The complex sentence has the same subject-verb pattern as the compound sentence. However, the complex sentence features only one main clause and always contains at least one subordinate clause and sometimes more than one. The subordinate clauses in a complex sentence may occur at any place in the sentence: before a main clause, after a main clause, interrupting a main clause, before and after a main clause. The essential ingredient in a complex sentence is the subordinate conjunction. There is after, although, as, because, before, even if, even though, if, in order that, once, provided that, rather than, since, so that, then, that, though, unless, until, when, whenever, where, whereas, wherever, whether, while, why. Compound complex. The compound complex sentence is a combination of the compound and the complex sentence patterns. It is made up of two or more main clauses and one or more subordinate clauses. Therefore, it must contain a minimum of 3 sets of subjects and verbs, at least 2 main clauses, and at least 1 subordinate clause.